Hey, and welcome back to Adventureplains. My name is Guddeful, and we are already in the 10th episode, guys. I can't believe I made it that far. So, this one is actually a little bit longer than the last one. It's a lot longer. Because I did get a lot of stuff done in this one. That's really great. I really get the right feeling for the Kopenhagen town area right now. And I'm overall very happy with what is happening right now in this area. So, first off, really big thank you to Mike Sheets, one of the bros from Podcoaster, who helped me understand how my Weenie with the log flume should work and what I can do to achieve that. And essentially, what we talked about was that Weenies aren't just big buildings that you can see from afar and have a point of orientation in the park, but they draw your attention to themselves. So you will automatically look at them because they have very bright colors or a very striking shape or something like that. And with this knowledge I gained there, I was able to modify the tower where the final drop of the log flume goes out of, to modify it that it fits better its purpose. Because my idea was that in the story of the park, the Kopenhagen Pier was one of the earliest areas of the park. It was somewhat themed. It was near the water. There were a restaurant, probably a flat ride that we will add later, and then somewhat like 10 or 20 years later even, I don't have exact year numbers in my head, they added the Kopenhagen town area with the log flume because they wanted something bigger, they wanted some attraction to draw people to the park and to this area of the park. And that was the city of Copenhagen, the town area, where the log flume is right now. And while the lighthouse was the Weenie of the Kopenhagen Pier, while everything was smaller and a little bit more cozy, they wanted to have something that draws the people to the new area, that you see when you drive even through to the park, not while you're in there. Well, that's too, but not only. And what you also see from the outside of the park when you're at the parking lot, for example, and you can orientate on it from every angle of the park. And that's what this tower should be. It actually reminds me a little bit of the Kanan Tower from Hansa Park, from the coaster Schwur des Kanan. Sorry. And that's something I wanted, and I really struggled with how to achieve that. I wasn't quite sure what to do, and I was thinking about adding fancy beamwork on the sides of the building, using weird colors or something like that, but I didn't want to destroy the somewhat historical feeling you get when you enter the Copenhagen town area through this gate, which, by the way, probably will be rebuilt in the future, but to that we come later. And then I had this idea, why not combine my idea with the woodwork and my eagerness to learn how to do custom roofs better. So I've gone for that. I built this, what you can see right now, huge custom roof. So with this shape and now I'm missing the English word again. With this shape on the side where the beams open like a star or something like that. And that really works. So it really draws your attention when you're walking down on the paths. I tried that. I think you will see that for short periods of time in this video. I tried that while walking down the path. You really see it. It is high above the trees, and it draws attention to it. So it really invalidates the lighthouse as a Weenie, which is what I wanted to achieve. I didn't want the lighthouse to be the Weenie anymore. I wanted, though, you to see that the lighthouse was once something like that. Here you can see me trying out the different perspectives, and I think you really could see where I was going. Now I'm adding some support beams because before that it looked a little bit too unsupported. By the way, between those supports and the building of the roof itself and the wooden structure, there were like a few hours, I think. Now adjusting some things around the building. I don't know if this was really necessary, but it probably can be necessary because I'm going to decide what to do with this interior here. Oh, my throat is killing me right now. So I don't know if I will put in a flat ceiling there so you can't even see into the beamwork there, or if it will stay open. And if it stays open, this would have been important. Yeah, just adding a little bit more of the beamwork here. I think I still have to add something because it looks a little bit cheated. From the side, you don't really notice it when you look down from down of the paths up to this roof. You don't really see it, but inside, this support structure beneath the actual roof looks a little bit unsupported, and maybe I will go back to that. Maybe I will keep this cheated thing because I also have to think about frame rate. So probably not going to add too many pieces because I already have a lot of pieces in this episode. Reason for that are the custom roofs. I built a lot of them right now and I really enjoy it because if you remember what I did in the first episode with the custom roof I used for the ticket booths, for example, I like them, but they are weird. And that was because I didn't really think about the process of building my custom roofs. I just went for it, it worked well and I was happy with it, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. And now with I think it was the last episode or the one before that, I tried to get the custom roof in that corner where from the exit of the log flume. We will get to that later. And there I realized that I'm not really able to build all custom roofs I want. I can build custom roofs in the shape of normal roofs, but that's it. And that's not really the point of custom roofs. But well, not all of it, because I want to be able to build them so I'm more flexible with their shapes. And this is something I've gotten one step closer to with this episode. Right here now, by the way, you can see me building some random house. I think it will be a gift shop. I'm not quite sure. At first I thought I'd build the entrance for the restaurant here, but that didn't feel right at this place. It was... Nah. I wasn't convinced that this would be how... or this should be how the restaurant of this Kopenhagen town area looked. So this will probably be a gift shop. Maybe I'll build an interior for that. I'm not sure. Because interior is a lot of items that people won't really see. You know, so... it only adds something to the park if you go inside of the building, and I will build the interior and then will never visit it again for my entire build. So it is only for people who will explore the park when they download it from the workshop. So maybe I'll do it, maybe not, we'll see. Now you can see me recycling the picnic tables here, and that is something I do a lot in this episode, and probably I will do even further in the future, because I like them. They're simple, they do not have too many pieces, they fit the areas well, and so why not? And now I'm adding the beamwork to the other side of the Weenie, because I forgot that actually, and it should look good from both sides, right? So let's do this, put this over there. And here you could see something I really struggle with a lot, and I don't know if anybody else has those problems, but I have them a lot. You saw that probably a lot more often than this time in my videos, and that is clicking on stuff. This will get really, really bad when we get to the custom roof right now, because sometimes Planet Coaster just decides, nope, you can't click on that, and I have no idea why. It's just so random sometimes. I can't even. And then you have to move inside the piece and click from there, or you have to get another angle, have to get in the weirdest spots, and not just can't click on the item. And even sometimes the moving inside of the piece doesn't work. Here, by the way, you could see me figuring out something really smart. It isn't that smart, by the way. That I should build the slope of the custom roof first before I copy everything over, so I don't have to do the slope by myself. And I don't know why it took me so long to realize that, because first, I watched a lot of people doing custom roofs, so I should have known that. And second, I was thinking a very long time about this, how I could get the slope problem done. Don't know, that's maybe just me overthinking things and thinking that I'm not thinking of easy solutions because of reasons. I don't know why. And now it starts. Me clicking on stuff. Yes, now I want to copy things over, and it just won't work like I wanted to. Now it works. Did we already have it? Yes, I think we already had it. Interesting. Oh, that went fast. Everything is so much faster in a time-lapse. It's still after 10 videos, or more than 10 videos, because of the Blueprint Tuesday, which you, by the way, should check out every Tuesday. My throat, god damn it. Every Tuesday I build a blueprint for the Steam workshop of Planet Coaster within 1 hour to a specific theme. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff and like to use the workshop, maybe that is something for you. Anyways, what I'm still astonished by, even after 10 plus videos, is how much faster the time-lapse looks. So you really underestimate when you're watching other people's stuff how long it actually takes to build it. It's like this video, I think, are 3 hours or more actually, probably 3 hours and a half of gameplay. And all I get out of this are 25 minutes of a video. So, and that includes looking around, you know? That's actually not more impressive, I realize. But anyways, it's so much longer than it seems in this video, and that still amazes me. And then when I think about other people building amazing stuff like Silvret or the Lady Design or Rudy Renkamel or all the other people, when you watch their time lapses, what they can do in the same amount of time I can do, that's just crazy. I don't know how they do it. I really admire them for that. Maybe I will reach that point too someday. Who knows? And now again, me clicking stuffs and then realizing, wait, I'm in one building. I can't select the other roof tiles. So everything was easier than I thought. And now this area starts to get somewhere. English is hard. And this was really the point while I was building the this area, that the whole Copenhagen town is getting somewhere, that I have something I can be proud of, that I have something I'm satisfied with. I wasn't unhappy with this roof area here anymore, and slowly but surely this whole area feels like an area, not like random put together walls and just like just like a heavy work in progress. I didn't know the English word again. You might have noticed that. And here we are at my favorite building. It's not my favorite. I call it the building with random windows. I will probably come back to that and add a little bit more to it and detail it more. But right now I just wanted to get a feeling of how this area will look with all the facades in it. So I just added this facade with windows. That's it. More isn't to it, really. I'm adding a little bit of this how do you call it? This decoration for the windows, but that's not really a big detail. I think it looks quite good, but the building itself must have more to it in the future, because it just looks too unimportant. Like, okay, we have here a facade and nothing to it, not even storage or something. So maybe I will add a little bit more detail so it looks nicer. That would be enough for me. And now I'm not really starting this whole queue area here in the back. I'm just getting a feeling again of how it will look if it's done when I'm there. And I think I extend the roof of the queue area outside there to the wall of the random window building. Now I'm looking around, enjoying the view of the area. A lot, actually. I think I walk through the queue in just a moment. No, I don't. I just copy it over here. Yes, now that looks better, and I think we are getting close to my favorite part. Yes, we are getting close to it. And that is a restaurant I start to build. And here we are at the gatehouse. Let's talk about the restaurant in a moment. This gatehouse I was really unhappy of, and I didn't know what to do. I had absolutely no clue how I could make this one good. And then I asked the nice people at the Discord of Delay Designer. By the way, if you didn't join that, I really tell you should do that, because it's great. The people are nice. You have people to talk about the same stuff you like and work together with them. It's just great. And that's where, again, Mike Sheets told me of the ancient method of Googling. And I have no idea how I could forget about that. But yeah, so I just Googled a little bit of gatehouses and realized, okay, you have to rebuild that. That's not good enough. And that's what's going to happen probably next episode. But that is for next episode. Right now we are getting to my favorite part, I already told you. And that is the restaurant area. What I'm especially proud of, and that is kind of weird, is the stroller ramp I just built there. So people with strollers can get up to the restaurant area, because stairs aren't that nice for people with strollers. It's probably a little bit too narrow and I have to widen it, but that's something that can easily be changed. And I like the idea. I have never seen it in Planet Coaster before. That doesn't mean it isn't there. That does just mean I haven't seen it before. And this whole area adds so much to this Copenhagen town part. I'm really glad with it. Now just adding some roofs. I don't know why I just felt I had to do it at this point. Maybe I didn't want to look at open buildings while building the restaurant. The restaurant will eventually be continued and advance a lot further. But it won't be finished, by the way. Nothing I build will ever be finished. You know that by now. I will keep coming back to things, and that will never change, I guess. That's just my way to build. So, now I think we're done with the roofs. And we're putting in more work at the restaurant area. Are we? Are we not? Yes, we are. And here's something I do not often enough, and that is building a little bit off-grid. You know, this slight angle I put in there for the entrance for the restaurant. I should do that more often. It just makes everything look so much more interesting, and not just, oh, here are all the boxes of this park, you know? So I try to do that more often in the future, even if it is a little bit more demanding than just building boxes, because that's obviously easier. But it is so rewarding if you do that. It just looks so much better if you build out of the box. And here we can see me again struggling with the 3D gizmo. Not quite right now, but in a few seconds we will, when I try to copy over the windows. And that is, I don't get it why that happens, but it happens. And wait, I think now yes, I get it. I was in the wrong building. That explains everything. While building, I wasn't sure why it did that with the 3D gizmo, and just went with it. But right now I saw I was in the on-grid building and copied and built the windows onto the off-grid building, and that's how this weird 3D gizmo happened. Okay, so I've got that going for me, which is nice. And now we are adding something that looks a lot better than those mine lamps. And I think next episode I will look a little bit into custom lampposts and lighting in this area, because I use those mine things way too often. They look nice, they work well with walls and for pathway lighting in those areas that are very where are very many buildings at one place, but it just does look weird if you use them too often. So I will do a little bit of custom lighting next episode too with the gatehouse. Here we're adding some plants for the wall, makes everything look a little bit more interesting, but it is not too green or too much of foliage there. Foliage is not the right word for that. Gardening, maybe? I don't know. And again, me copying my picnic tables. It's just so easy. Probably for what is to come now, that is the next area of the restaurant, there will be a second floor of a terrace to this. And there I probably won't have those picnic tables. I think there will be regular tables with chairs for people to sit on. And this area will be quite a bit larger. And behind that there will be the major part of the restaurant area. Inside. Again, I'm thinking of doing interior, not sure about it because of items and police and frame rate. But probably for a restaurant it would be nice, maybe with open doors or something. And yeah, so this one, as you can see, will be a lot bigger. I'm not adding the chairs and tables right now. That will happen probably in the next episode. Right now I just work for the overall look of this area. And in the end I will do something that I need your opinion on. We will get to that later, but I do something with the lower terrace that I'm not quite sure of. You will probably know what I mean when I build it. So right now we're doing the fencing for the upper terrace, and then we are adding the stairs first, I think, and after those we put in the roofing for that area. And there, by the way, you could see me playing a trick on the 3D gizmo, because if you have multiple items and select them together, it always puts them on the grid, the 3D gizmo. And so I use those sloped wall pieces and put them straight again, and then I wanted to turn them around, but the 3D gizmo was acting all weird on me, so I first placed them, then selected them, and then I could turn them with a normal 3D gizmo because it adjusted according to the grid. And that is actually something I discovered right now, that I can do that, so probably I will have less problems in the future. I already knew that it did that, but I never utilized it for myself. So again, something I learned by this episode. Yeah, this is the roof for the upper terrace I was speaking of. Not very spectacular, just to get a little bit of shade for people up there. And yeah, then we are nearly at the end already. So this is, I think, the last thing I do in this episode. So thank you guys all for watching, and yeah, the one question I have about the lower terrace, I will tell you now. I will build a tree there in one of the picnic tables, and I'm not sure if it looks nice. I want to have something green there. I think a tree would be a right idea, but I think most of the trees are too massive. This one probably too. Tell me what you think about the tree. I will look into it. Maybe I find a better solution, maybe not. We will see about that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more awesome stuff. Every Sunday, 6:30 p.m. I upload Adventureplains. Every Tuesday. Every Tuesday I load up a Blueprint Tuesday at 4 p.m. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye!